Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. We've got our next Super EZA, and of course, the first thing we've got to do for our boy is give him a good old sticker-rooski. Oh yeah, all of the different kind of like Goku Day stickers. I'm collecting them, so we'll just give the boy a regular sticker here. Obviously, the very, very old Dokkan Fest exclusives, I do not have stickers given to yet, so gonna be using a lot of those. All right, now, I think that this guy should be pretty good. He's not like, you know, the greatest of all time, but I feel like he should be in line with some of the other Super EZA characters we've got. I really want to emphasize that Super EZA Beerus seems like a major outlier. He's crazy. I don't think, like, that's not what I'm expecting from EZA TUR characters, right? No way. Now for this guy, seems like a pretty obvious full dodge for this unit. That's gonna be kind of what he's meant to do. I think he has guard, if he's in slot 2 or 3, which can handle normals. If there's a super attack in slot 3, which, I mean, I feel like over the last couple months, we've died a lot to slot 3 super attacks. He could potentially dodge it, which he does have built-in dodge, but then a dodge build can further emphasize that. Now, I could see an argument for additional for this guy. Let me just flip over and show this part of his kit real quick. It's this right here. So, I could see people arguing additional because of this. Because he builds up by supering. So, you give him additional, he'll get more supers, he could build up quicker. Well, that's all well and good, but he has to do super attacks, not attacks. So, you get the hidden potential system additional, and then it's a normal, and then it's pointless. Whereas, like, the dodge will actually give you, I think, much better value. The other thing, too, about it is he only has to do 4 supers, and he does have a built-in guaranteed super if all allies are super class. So, at the end, like, 2 turns, he's fully built up anyway. So, I don't really... Not the biggest fan. Maybe I'd be a little bit more down, too, if his super attack effect had defense, but it doesn't. It does not. He's just greatly stacking attack is all he's doing there. So, pretty obvious to me. Where do we want to go to? Should we test his tanking capabilities in the UI Goku fight? Let's do that. Let's see how he fares against potentially a 2.7 million super. Although, we have so much dodge, it probably would be tough for him to even get hit by it. But we give it a try. Yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, I decided to jump into Tech Gogeta, right? I mean, might as well just go into a really tough fight. The only thing about, like, something like this fight sometimes is, for these, like, showcase videos, like the 200% video, like, I do really want to make the showcase character the focal point of the video. And I want to get a lot of footage of him, stuff like that. Sometimes a fight like this, the fight is a little too tough. Not necessarily for Ultimate Gohan, who I think would perform well in here. I mean, it would depend on his dodges and stuff like that. But other characters could be killed. Like, look at this situation right here. Gohan, right, is only guarding in slot 2. And I believe, even though he does have type advantage, he would tank a little bit better with the actual passive guard. We need to get him in slot 2. Like, right now, he's not going to work in slot 1. So we got to go Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. If Gogeta just cocks back and supers, like, we're dead. And that's oftentimes why, like, a fight like this, I'll, you know, maybe save for later. Sometimes, we'll see. Well, we could do a couple of runs here at the start and see how things are going to go. Okay, no super attack is beautiful. Okay, cool. They do have their ability up, by the way. Because Gogeta was on rotation, movie hero, so they're giving their defensive support real quick. All right, let's see what happens. This is going to be a big test right away for Gohan, right? Now, Gohan, even the normals, he's not going to tank too well. So there's a super attack. There's another super attack. I guess, yeah, he is going to get blocked, which sucks. All right, double digits. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, well, I guess we lost because Gogeta's getting supered. Okay. Down to hidden potential system dodge, or else we lose right here. Damn, Gohan tanked that? Bro, people are telling me he's bad, like... Okay. Damn. Remember, Gohan is a little bit better against villains, too? because his support goes from no super by Gogeta, interesting. His support goes from 30% to 58%. Right, so that's it. It's the other thing about using him. He's a support character. I think we'll do this. Gogeta is probably going to super right away. I think like what would potentially allow us to take the smallest amount of damage would be this right here. All right, let's see what happens. Super. Yep. We're dodging. Yep. Okay, cool. Beautiful. All right. All right. Decent start. I was actually, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I love seeing him take double digits here. I guess Gogeta didn't super though, huh? Yeah, Gogeta didn't super. When Gogeta supers, he gets 50% attack. That's a super attack effect. So we'll see him do a lot more damage when he actually supers, right? All right, Beasterizer eating it. Okay, sure. This should do some damage. Maybe 250. Okay, a little bit lower. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yep, not bad. All right, so remember, Gohan, right? He builds up 30% defense up to 120%, and then he builds up crit and dodge chance 10% per super, you know, with each super attack performed. So 4 supers, he gets 120% defense. 4 supers, he gets 40% crit, and then 40% dodge. I guess, but what is one unfortunate aspect of us doing this fight, I suppose, is Gogeta's just blocking everything. Okay, well, yeah, now this character, Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, they're in a little bit of trouble. I really wish we could do their standby. Now, here's one thing that does kind of suck about this Gohan. Take a look at this. So here's his link set. Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Infighter, Shocking Speed, Power Bestowed by God, Fierce Battle. Notice anything missing? Homeboy does not have All in the Family. He is not Int Ultimate Gohan, not an All in the Family character. Was he before it? Oh, he might have come out before All in the Family was even a thing. Interesting. All right, here we're gonna do this. We're gonna need Hidden Potential System dodge. Unfortunately, I think. Let's see how it's gonna go. All right. See what happens. No one on this turn could tank a super. Okay. I mean, if Gogeta wants to super Ultimate Gohan, that's really good for us, so sure. Now, we're not actually going to be connecting with our attacks against Gogeta with Ultimate Gohan, but we will be able to still see his attack stat. And remember, his damage, he's just, with every super attack he does, he is stacking attack. So, I mean, if we think of him in Goku and Frieza, you know, how many supers before he gets above that threshold to damage them? That was a crit right there. Okay, so, I mean, he's probably going to need... Oh, Hidden Potential System additional super. Beautiful. He's probably going to need... Okay, we need to dodge this or we're dead. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah! Dude, people said he's not good. Chat. Chat. Some of y'all are on Santa's naughty list, okay? He's good. He seems good. He's a support. He can tank normals, which we saw. Big boy normals. And he could dodge the super. Right? Dude, you saw Tech Ultimate Gohan tanking this guy's normals? Although, to be fair, Gogeta did super first on this time, but... Yeah, he looks good to me. Yeah, because, again, guard to tank normals, dodge to dodge the supers. And he supports. Boom. W. W character, I'm thinking. Okay. Now, Gogeta's starting to get much weaker. At this point, I mean, Beast just is not going to take damage whatsoever. Probably no reason to even... Yeah, let's just do this. Actually, we do this. Do I... So, we get Tech Ultimate Gohan there. Let's just toss Beast active here. Let's do it. Yeah. I guess we'll just keep going through this run until it ends. If we successfully, you know, get a W here, I mean, we definitely have to fight a villain. You know, just some villain fight. so we can, you know, see Ultimate Gohan with his extra support. So that's the thing, like, I mean, we saw him survive a super. He's not really doing too much damage against this boss because of the territory, but he also is supporting. That support shit, man, is too good. I love supports. I will always cap for support type characters. I've said this many times. Many times. That's why we're gonna, you know, do you think I'm gonna stop using Kid Buu just because he dies every other video? Like, nah, we're gonna keep you. We're gonna keep using him. We're gonna keep using him. The one thing about Ultimate Gohan is that you can't bring villains. Now, right now, people are obsessed with throwing fucking Fat Buu on every single team they possibly can. It's the huge obsession. Every screenshot I see, people are just throwing Fat Buu on there. They don't care about leader skill, nothing. How can I get Fat Buu on the team to drag the team down a little bit? Listen, I like Fat Buu, but I mean, it's getting a little spooky out there. It's getting a little crazy. Like, dude, Fat Buu is good, but like, let's bring it down a couple of notches, man. Fat Buu is not Beast or something. Like, okay, let's relax. Let's relax. All right. Let's see what happens on this next turn. We're gonna be able to go into the standby now for Goku, right? Which will be good. So you know, Super Saiyan Goku, he'll be able to easily tank, right? Like, we're not gonna have issues with that. Yeah, perfect. Oh, look at those and orbs up there. Oh, super duper. Oh, Ki potentially could be a bit of an issue for you, huh? He gets 5 Ki when Ki is 7 or more, so no. No, it's not an issue. Get him to 7 Ki and he supers. Okay. Yeah, no. It's just, it's like, it's deceiving. It's deceptive, right? He's not actually struggling. So, like, we hit this and he's gonna super attack. Okay. Damn, he's up to 511 right there, huh? He gets 100% defense when Ki is 7 or more. 100% defense on super attack. So he's guarding about 1 million defense, and then he has what, 70% dodge, because he gets the additional super medium chance of crits. So he gets a medium chance to crit, 30% chance to crit when all allies are super class. He guards and has a 30% to dodge as second or third attacker in the turn, and then he builds up the crit, dodge, and defense. So he's 70% crit, 70% dodge, guard, and he supports. And people are calling him bad. Okay. It's interesting. Now, I guess we are juiced up a lot right now with huge defense, but still. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Damage a little bit lower right here, but we don't really have many links up, right? So, depending upon the situation, I mean, he could need a lot. Hidden potential system, additional normal. He can need a lot of stacks to damage Goku and Frieza. The good news is he'll have a really nice chance to crit. I mean, we could look at it like this. He doesn't have much of a reason in hidden potential system to give him crit or to give him additional. So you really can just load up on all that dodge to really, you know, make him very safe with his support. And even still, in, like, you know, the Goku and Frieza fight, he could do damage. The other thing, too, is that, so, one of the biggest type of characters that struggles in the game right now is int dodge characters struggle badly. Because the hardest fight in the game, Goku and Frieza, has the extreme physical dodge canceling phase. So, I mean, just in the last month, Eos, Xenopan, EZA INT Super Saiyan 3 Goku coming next week, all these characters are fish in that phase. Harudagarn, INT Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. The amount of INT dodge characters, there's a lot of them. And they're fish in that fight. Gohan, though, I mean, they super him, he's dead. But Gohan does have guard. So, I mean, he could hang in there better than a lot of the other ones. That's good. What are we doing here? Do we just... Damn, that sucks that he's... This is a Gohan, like an Ultimate Gohan video. So we'll play this. Let's do it.
晴らしい救世主を送るのは私に任せてください。
うん、バッチリ。ありがとうございます。よし、行くか。
All right, now we're not gonna play the animation. Unfortunately, one of my faves, because it's just gonna get blocked. It's one of my favorite animations in the game, but it's gonna get blocked anyway, so the swag of the animation is just gonna be cut down, unfortunately. All right, yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Sure, let's do it. Hit that right there. And then we actually are going to win, I believe, on this next turn, because we're gonna get Mastered UI Goku coming out. We went very slow through this fight because we have so many melee super characters. So, like, every attack we've done is just get constantly... Gogeta's just face tanking it. Boom. I guess I really love this fight because they finally gave us a place where we could see that animation over and over and over and over again, right? But next turn, we'll have Mastered UI Goku come on out. So his domain is going to come out, which means the territory for Gogeta goes away. Yeah, that's what Dokkan's strategy is with these tough fights, man. We saw it with Kid Buu. We saw it here. The Fusion Zamasu fight has it. The Beast Gohan Supreme Magnificent Battle fight has it. The Goku and Frieza Supreme Magnificent Battle fight has it. Where, you know, they're letting characters do these crazy damage numbers, but then... they're gonna compensate by having the boss just block that shit, right? You know, either you do zero so often to these bosses that they feel very comfortable. Actually, we'll skip this. We'll skip this. Here, let's go ahead and get Mastered UI Goku out. I think I will play the standby animation for Goku. I am gonna play this one. Because he's not... It is a melee, right? I mean, it's not going to get blocked because the domain is up now, but yeah, I think it is a melee. Now, the reason I even asked the question, there's a lot of animations that seem like they would be Ki Blasts or Melees that are defined as other, that might have, like, special effects or something like that. I was curious about that. Now, we're going to be able to see this on this rotation. I do kind of want to get Gohan. We won't have say in where race, but we'll actually be able to see him damage Gogeta and stuff like that. So remember what UI Goku does, where it's... Oh, damn. Is it 10%? How much extra dodge does he give? The first turn in Mastered UI? I think it's 10% extra dodge. So Gohan right here has 80% dodge, and then he also is going to have the 30% hidden potential system dodge. So you know what he better not effing do. I remember there was like, I saw there was a clip, there's like a TikTok, man, of that exact situation with Blue Gogeta and Broly kills him. And like it was like a TikTok, man, like one of those sports TikToks, man. It was funny as hell, man. All right, notice we're over the threshold for Goku and Frieza right now. If he crits, he would, yep, crit, yep, boom. He'd be doing damage to Goku and Frieza. That's fire. Love it, love it. That's beautiful. All right, perfect. One more? No. Yep, 80% dodge plus then 30% hidden potential system. Oh. Gohan. Gohan. I mean, I'll take the double-digit tanking, sure, but sure. Well, I mean, that is the thing, though. That's why dodge or die, I think, for just specifically super attacks, is okay. But if you're dodge or die to normals, you're going to feel like a shit character, right? Because you're going to get hit eventually. But, like, if you could get hit, like, if there's 8 attacks right there and you get hit 7 times and take 0 damage, but then you get 1 dodge just on the super attack and you're fine, like, that, it doesn't feel that bad. That's what it is. Dodge or die feels really shitty if you're dodge or die to normals as well. If you're just dodging out of the super attack, you could survive with that. And that's what Gohan is. It's, you know, he should tank. I mean, I do think that, like, you know, Bulma juice normals are going to hurt him. You know, Goku and Frieza under 50% normals would probably be an issue for him. But, I mean, those aren't super common, right? Compared to, you know, big supers that would kill you, but he's got dodge for those. Okay. I mean, that went pretty well. There's a bunch of characters who I'm not even really that big of a fan of in that fight that we just kind of, like, won easily with. Normally in this fight, Tech Gohan's not a character I'd bring. I don't really like them in this fight. And I'm not the biggest fan of Gogeta in this fight either, but, I mean, we made it through. Okay. I mean, good RNG. Certainly helped us. Okay, so let's go. Who is Gohan's best linking partners? Let's take a look at that. So here's his best partners. Beast, Tech Ultimate Gohan, stuff like that. Okay. Why don't we go into a fight? I think we'll go into a weaker fight now. I mean, we did kind of like a tough fight there. We saw Gohan handle business, man. Let's go to, like, the, you know, the Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event or something. Get him next to a nice linking partner. Let him stack up a little bit. And remember his support, too. I mean, this is going to be strong. He'll be stronger in red zones than he is in Supreme Magnificent Battle, so we do want to keep that in mind. Alright, gamers, we're here in a Dokkan event, going up against Extreme Class enemies. So we're going to be able to get a little bit more juice from Gohan with his support. Now going to be a 58% attack and defensive support ability rather than 30%. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, I like this Gohan. It's just one of, like, you know what it is his potential is not really, like, I think, like, super silly ludicrous like other characters. What I've noticed long and hard about the Dokkan community is, like, a character will suck ass. They'll be dog shit. But they could have, like, a ridiculous ceiling, and people will fucking love them. That's what happens. But, like, a character that's just, like, good, but doesn't have, like, a crazy ceiling, or maybe even doesn't even have, like, a crazy floor, and people will just be like, whatever. You know, but they see that bullshit-ass character who sucks, like Vegito Blue, die 10 times, win on the 11th time, AGL Vegito Blue, they love him. They love him. We're going crazy for him, dude. But, you know, just a nice, drop him in, very effective character. Nah. Nope. Too boring. Too boring. That's chat. I'm on to a lot of people in this community. Yep. I'm on to him. I'm on to him. All right, here, let's skip back over to Gohan. We'll do a couple turns. Then I might cut, and we'll come back on, like, turn, you know, 13 or something like that. You know, let him get a bunch of stacks up and see how he looks like when he's stacked a bunch. All right, guys, let's get some super attacks for Ultimate Gohan. You know, we'll transform Tech Gohan in a bit. I did bring AGL Jiren as well. AGL Jiren can be pretty good for, you know, kind of like showcase situations like this. It'll be very easy to put him on the other rotation, let him get some support and stuff like that. All right, let's go ahead and hit this. All right, let's see what LR, or not LR, but INT Ultimate Gohan could do. So I guess it could be one of these things like, okay, we could use LR Ultimate Gohan. I mean, I definitely think I would prefer this super easy A Ultimate Gohan as much as I can. I prefer him over the LR, definitely. Easily. Like, this guy does need full super class. And I do think for Buu Saga, like, if you're going to run a super class version of Buu Saga, I also do want to sneak in EZA Tech Majin Vegeta on there. Of course. Gotta run him, right? But once he transforms into Majin Vegeta, he is technically a villain character. Oh, hidden potential system. Additional normal, of course. So he won't synergize well with Ultimate Gohan, right? And I think Ultimate Gohan, his destiny is to be a floating support type character. Right? Like, you're not going to leave him on a rotation. I mean, you could, but, yeah, it's not what you want to do. Right, so he's not going to synergize well with Tech Majin Vegeta. So maybe, like, you know, we could use Ultimate Gohan, you know, off, like, not on Buu Saga, but LR Ultimate Gohan is way better on Buu Saga. We can save him for Buu Saga. Maybe kind of think about it like that, I guess. All right, guys, continuing to get footage here. Damn, this'll suck. I actually do not want to get attack debuff by Zangia, but I think what we're going to do is we'll make this the last turn for now, and then after this, we'll just kind of cut a little bit ahead and see what he's going to stack up to. So, I mean, he is at basically like 500k right there. Okay. All right, so let's hit that. Remember, it's going to be pretty easy for Gohan to super attack. Like, right now, he's, you know, like, he's already in super attack range. Like, all we got to do is hit this, and he's actually supering. Right, so, I mean, that's convenient, too. Right? You know, nice to have characters that aren't going to struggle for ki. So, we could use INT Ultimate Gohan really more so to manipulate ki for other characters who might need it. You know, like Goku, Gohan, and Trunks or something like that. You know, just kind of like setting up orbs for them rather than having to like greedily take them himself. I like this Gohan, man. I'm sorry. I do. I think it's just real consistent. Because, like, okay, like, I don't know. Compared to some of the other Super EZAs, right? I feel like there are characters that might have maybe, again, higher ceilings, but, you know, they might have more holes in their kit. Whereas this Gohan is really basic, but I think he's just an easy character to add to the team and kind of, like, let him go to work. So, again, I do like this Ultimate Gohan quite a bit. Let's go ahead and come back in a couple of turns. Oh, hidden potential system. Additional normal. Y'all know how it is. Yeah, let's come back in a couple of turns and see what Gohan... Yep, dodge super. You need to do that. Yep, beautiful. I mean, it's a Dokkan event in double digits, but, you know, pretend it's a 5 million super, whatever. We'll come back on, like, turn 11, 12, 13, something like that, and see what he looks like stacked up. Damn, we're 26 minutes in, but... I mean, we've covered everything, right? I mean, pretty much. He doesn't really have restrictions besides just that we want to use him on a full superclass team. I don't know that that's the biggest deal. I mean, it's there's a lot of setups where it's good to run villains and superclass characters. Literally yesterday, there was someone complaining like, "Oh my God, Truth is so stupid for running extreme class and superclass characters on the team." You know that most teams you could just do that, right? Like, you're not required by law to run full extreme or full superclass. I'm not sure, like, if that guy knew that. Like, you know, maybe breaking news. Oh my God, crazy. But, yeah, you can mix and match. But with Gohan specifically, you know, we really would want to go full superclass. So, yeah, let's come back, you know, turn 13 or something like that. All right, guys, here we are on a juiced up turn. We're on turn 13. We're going to have most of our links up, 5 out of 6. We have Jiren 2-turn support. We got 2-turn support from Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. We got the UI Goku domain. We have just pure silliness going on. Let's see what damage in Ultimate Gohan gets right here. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we've kind of seen what it is that Super EZA in Ultimate Gohan brings to the table. He's not like some, you know, ridiculous high ceiling character. He just kind of like does what he does. A nice support that can tank a lot of normals, most normals, and then he could have dodge in case of a very devastating super attack. So yeah, I think that this Super EZA Gohan, pretty good character. Alright guys, so there was Super EZA INT Ultimate Gohan. Not bad at all. Alright, so this is Ultimate Power Surge Ultimate Gohan. Leader skill, INT type key 3 and 70% to stats. Passive here is Victor's Fortitude. He gets 158% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 5 ki, plus an additional 100% attack and defense when ki is 7 or more. He gets 100% attack and defense on super attack. He gets a guaranteed additional super and a 30% chance to crit when all allies in the rotation are superclass. Then he guards and has a 30% chance to dodge as the second or third attacker in the turn. Then he gets 30% defense up to 120%, and 10% crit and 10% dodge up to 40%, 10% up to 40% with each super attack performed. So it's like, that's why, like, I think, like, hit him, like, people are going to go hit him with system additional on this guy, but I don't think it's really as meaningful as people would like, because what's going to happen is he's just going to be fully built up at the end of a second turn anyway, unless, like, I don't know, maybe he kills the boss on his first super, and then on the second turn you triple super with him, including the hidden potential system additional super. That would be like a situation where it might come into play, right? And then in that turn the boss does the big, you know, 4 million super and you dodge it. You know, could be a hidden potential system to a W, but I think that's going to be very, very, very uncommon. I would heavily heavily encourage 30 dodge on this guy. He's an int character, which is really good for, you know, what he is. And it's helpful that he has guard, so he could tank a little bit against 17 and Golden Frieza. But yeah, I like what they did here. Then finally, this is huge. Super class allies, 30% attack and defense. And then if there's an extreme class enemy, another 28% attack and defense. So fantastic, right? So he guards against normals. He dodges against supers. And he has support, giving you a reason to run him. I like him. Super attack is the burst rush. Greatly stacks attack. That's going to be a 50... That is a 50% attack stack, right? Yeah. Yep. 50% attack stack. And then immense damage. Just wanted to check because it's such an old character. I just wanted to double check on that. Unfortunately, with links, he does only have 6 links. Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Infighter, Shocking Speed, Power Bestowed by God, and Fierce Battle. All in the family would really help this guy. It would be a massive buff if he had it. It's a real shame he doesn't have all in the family. 12 key multiplier, 140%. Low, but it makes sense because, I mean, this guy... when did he release on JP? March 31st, 2016. So, like, this guy was out before I was even playing the game. Although, I think it was either his banner or Tech Beerus's banner that was up, like, the day I started playing. I think it was his. Wait, we can check. Yeah. When did Tech Beerus come out? Because no, it was his banner. I think, yeah, like, his banner had just came out. I think when I started. Yeah. That's what it was. Tech Beerus's banner. Okay. So we looked at his links, looked at that. Here's his 200% leaders. It's only one Tech UI, only one relevant character Tech UI. It's a, dude, I don't even care who the Part 2 LR is. I don't want it to be Turn Up Power. I just want it to be Buu Saga. I just want a Buu Saga, literally Carnival LR, Buu Saga 200% leader skill, and I'm good. That's all I'm looking for. It could be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I mean, I guess Kid Buu. Anyone else? Outside of those 4, I don't think I would see it. I don't see it. I think, like, they could give the Super Saiyan 2, like, this guy, I could see getting a Carnival LR. This guy right here, right? You could see it. I think people would be hyped about that. When he goes Super Saiyan 2 against Kibito, it's, like, really great, like, animation. Like, if that was, like, his intro or something like that, I think people would be hyped for the character. But, like, it's just him. Gotenks doesn't have an LR. Super Vegito seems obvious because of the Buhan is the Dokkan Fest. And then, you know, Kid Buu. Like, those are the 4 picks. Just give me the Buu Saga leader skill, and we're looking good. Because a lot of these characters... right? Like, they're not getting 200%. It's one umbrella 200% leader for the team would be really good. It's basically just the point I'm trying to make. Here's Gohan's best linking partners. Beast, Tech Ultimate Gohan. I mean, you know, not really too surprising there. There's STR Vegito, Tech Gogeta. So again, hopefully we can get that 200% Buu Saga team. I think with the way Buu Saga is, and, you know, with the recent character additions to Buu Saga, like, I mean, if we literally look at it, right, STR Dragon Fist was added to it, you know, Trunks and Goten were added to it, a lot of really good characters added to the Buu Saga team, so, you know, definitely gonna be interesting to see what it looks like when this Part 2 LR comes out. Alright, now, speaking of his categories, so he, of course, is a Hybrid Saiyan. Hybrids is a team that badly needs a new leader, by the way. Then he's also on Wabam, the Buu Saga team. Beautiful, beautiful. Buu Saga, you know, we get a really powerful Carnival LR, man. Whoops, yeah, I dropped it. We get a really powerful Carnival LR, and Buu Saga could become quite the interesting team for real. Definitely pretty excited to see what we're going to get. Then Gohan is also on the Goku family category team. You know how ridiculous that team is. Gohan is on Sibling Bond. Some of these other teams, this is where this Gohan could be really helpful, actually. And I bet you guys, some of you guys are going to notice this and get value out of this guy in the future. Because he's just like a support, Like, he doesn't have character restrictions, just superclass. So as long as it's just a superclass lineup, this guy will be a guarding, supporting, dodging character. That's going to be a nice addition. You know, if there's a mission for a lot of these different teams, that was Sibling Bond. Again, here's Revenge. Like, Ultimate Gohan is on all of these, like, smaller niche categories. Then, of course, there's Rapid Growth. Like, you know, he could be a great asset for a mission for a lot of these teams. Then there's also the Savior category team. Like, we know how ridiculous that team is, how small that is. Then, of course, this is the Powerful Comeback category right here. Okay, beautiful. He's also on... This is Entrusted Will. Yep, this is the Entrusted Will. This is the leader skill we were showcasing him on right today. Tech UI Goku's leader skill. Then he's also on Bond of Parent and Child. I would love to see a new Bond of Parent and Child leader come out. That would be awesome. He's also over here on the Earthbred Fighter team. That's another team. I would be dying to get a new Earthbred Fighter leader skill. Would be fire. He's also over here on the Power of Wishes category team. Okay, cool. And then finally, Gohan is on the new Demonic Power category with Lord Slug. Awesome, awesome. All right, so there we go. There is Super EZA Ultimate Gohan. I think I really like this guy. Seems like a really effective character, man. It's just not... Doesn't really have holes. Again, not a crazy ceiling, but he doesn't really have, like, a ridiculous floor either, where he's just going to show up and be dog shit. I mean, I guess, like, any character, he could be one-shot turn one by, like, Gogeta and Janemba or something like that, right? But I think that this is a really good sub-EZA.